we can make a...
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we'll see Kirk Cousins. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Vikings and the Lions coming up next.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis.
Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they're in a real groove of late, winners of 5 of their last 6 games. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it did.
First play, here's Cousins.
And his first look is incomplete.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be second down. You talk about this Lions defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Cousins from the gun on third. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Cousins here on the bootleg.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week: 19 carries, 119 yards, and the score.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Trying to find Jamison Williams. And it's 3rd and 4. And look at this defense for the Vikings.
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
First down, here's Cousins. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give up the middle to Singletary.
Down inside the 40. Now this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down. They'll try to throw now. Cousins.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
As they've got it as we resume action. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Devin Singletary hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what you wanted to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Cousins on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Cousins.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now back to throw.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. And he is caught. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw here. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, That play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Cousins now from the 50. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Cousins now.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
On play action, they'll throw.
And he wants Reynolds way downfield.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This is a matter of not just the coverage. The entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again, eluding the pressure right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, and it's the Texans who've got the lead in the second quarter. It's C.J. Stroud with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Baker Mayfield, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Rashad Bateman, a touchdown reception. Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay. Adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. 2nd and 6. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season, so now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Cousins.
This is caught by Addison.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Cousins on first down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 109 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. They brought through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Second and 7.
They go play action. Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Cousins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Read option, this is Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, He's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And this offense on third down today, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chance.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
A little juke.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Gibbs is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Lions will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, this is where it pays to have a quarterback you can trust with the ball in his hands. Normally you want him throwing, or at least trying to make this an option. But here, this is a straight run, a QB draw, and he reads things perfectly and takes it into the end zone.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So Cousins and the Vikings down by 9. A minute 51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Into the hands of Singletary.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Cousins to throw. And under the Lions pressure. He's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Cousins.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
Well, this game's not done just yet. A big conversion there on 4th down and a big gainer as well. They're going to have to play perfect football from here and get all the breaks, but at least they're giving themselves a shot.
Cousins.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.